Yo, how's it going? You are new here? Welcome. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, Vincenzo, thanks for the prime. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to figure out how to change the title for something. Oh, set title. Does this work? No, it does not. Oh, set title. I see. Bio, how's everyone doing? Oh, it's a bot. Fucking no wonder. Okay. Whatever. You saw the tweet about the nomination? Yeah, we got nominated for the VES, which is fucking cool. We had to submit that stuff back in October, so it's cool to see the result. But yeah, if this doesn't get me a VES, nothing will. so fingers crossed. Yo, Garrison, how do we change this title again? We need Nightbot. Oh, I thought you already did it. You did it last time, right? You tried, didn't work. Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you actually did it last time. I didn't realize. No, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, that's right. Doesn't matter. It's not end of the world. That's all right. I just got to figure out how to do it before I launch stream. But yeah, we got the nomination for VES, which is very cool. Very, very cool. Now we just need to make sure we can win it. Yeah, thanks, appreciate it. But yeah, the event is in a month from now. So I gotta book my flights and stuff like that. I get to be all suited up and go to the award ceremony, which is cool. Ugh, gross. Wait, I thought I already did this. Oh no, I did this one. Where's it located? It's in LA. So hopefully things are a bit better in the next month or so. Because I'll need to book all my stuff pretty soon. I guess if people don't know what the VES is, it's the Visual Effects Society. It's essentially our version of like the Oscars. So it technically matters more than the Oscars do, as far as our industry is concerned. What is a VES nomination? Visual Effects Society Awards. So we got the nomination for Best Asset in a feature-length film. And we are competing against the Colosseum for Gladiator. We're competing against the space station from Alien Romulus, and we have against the Ant-Man environment from Deadpool. That's our competition. Yo, cheers. Appreciate it. But yeah, fingers crossed. It'll be pretty important to me if we get the VES. It probably matters more than Oscar, I think, for me at least personally. Because like, you know, Oscar is just like DNEG. VES is like literally our name, which is cool. Yeah, we straight up are on the screen. Massive congrats on nomination. Thank you, appreciate it. So essentially, I did most of the modeling. Tim was the texture lead who did almost all the texture looked at by himself. Eric was my lead who oversaw the organization side, essentially making sure we do the right thing. And Louis was the effects artist who did a lot of the sand work, essentially. So as far as like physically volume of work, it's us two mostly. As far as clocking hours into the asset goes. Yo, cheers, appreciate it. Quick question, with UVs, does it matter where I place the cut? Of course, always. Cut always matters. You don't want your seams to be that obvious. In saying that, it might be better for me to put the seam this side because it's going to be hidden by this thing. Yeah, seam always matters. What is this actually? Oh, it is this. What is what? What is technique in UDIMs? It just means you use UDIMs. I don't know how else to explain that. A UDIM is a tile. So this is one UDIM, this is another UDIM. That's all UDIMs are. Let's move that over there. But yeah, fingers crossed. I think personally our biggest competition will be the space station from Alien. But then I think the Harvest is cooler. But I'm very biased, obviously. Yo, how's it going? Space station is nuts. Yes and no. It's radial, which makes it a lot easier, and it's a lot of greebling. So I think greebles is deceptively looks harder than it is, if that makes sense. But you know, who knows? What station? The alien Romulus one. Do you mean left-right technique in UDIMs? Sorry, what? What is left-right technique? Oh, you mean like you put all... Essentially what I do is I put the right side UDIMs here in a row. The next row of right is here, next row is right here. And then when you just flip from left to right, you essentially grab every row, or every second row, and you just move them all up once. At what point do you mark seams in your process? Whenever you're doing UVs. Does seem to make a big difference. Do you place seams at sharp corners? Yeah, unless there's going to be displacement, then that's when, or like sculpting on the edge, that's when it becomes a bit difficult. Is there a way to get layout to only place... Oh, no, I got no idea. It always just goes to the standard one. But yeah, regardless, it'll be cool to see friends. Because like Gerald, you know, I always mention Gerald Blaze. He's one of the other nominees. So we're going to go up and compete against Gerald. But it'll be cool to see him regardless of whoever wins. Because the social aspect for sure is very cool. Going and seeing your friends. I need to get all suited up as well. I need to get that all cleaned. Oh, it doesn't mean the interior? No, it would just be the exterior. Interior would be its own asset, for sure. I can come in a Lambo? Yeah, that's not going to happen, imagine. Any topology tips to use VFX industry? Um, it's a very broad subject. Just be clean and organized. I guess. Broad question gets a broad answer, I guess. I don't know. Clean and organized, I guess, is the answer. Let's see. What else are we doing here? Whoa. Do you use backdrops for primary shapes of the plane? Backdrops? What do you mean backdrops for the primary shape of the plane? Are you talking about... Yes, sir. What do you mean? Reference pictures. Yeah, of course. I needed to block out I blocked out the basic forms and then I just did everything by eye after that. This question is bugging you for a bit. Is it common to model a like proxy that has been proportions everything for the rigor so you can start at the same time? Yeah, that's pretty normal. That happens a lot more than you probably think. Because that's the thing, right? Like, they can essentially start doing layout and stuff with your asset while you're still building most of it. Usually we always do a proxy. Because by the time it takes to finish the model, right? Like, everyone else can't sit around waiting doing nothing. So it's pretty normal to do a proxy. If that's the case, would you show them the folio? No, I wouldn't show them the folio. That's just like something like that is just an expectation in the industry. It's not something you would really show off. All the proxy is just a blocking model. So there wouldn't really be a point of showing a blocking model in your portfolio. No, I don't think something like that is really worth it. Showing it, yeah, no, there wouldn't be a point of showing it in your folio. That's basic essentially. It's like it's a very niche thing. It's like, can you do your blocking model? I would hope so. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think you really need to prove that. Oh, stream delay? Oh yeah, no worries. Yo, give me 2 secs. Interesting endgun. They're on the detail. What's the purpose? I just forgot about it. I guess. There's no purpose to this Ngon. I just did all the other ones and forgot that one. Yeah, that's the solution. Is the red face? No, it's just not UV'd at the moment. But yeah, I guess it is direction, I guess. All I know is red is bad. The one standard blender kept the same? I guess. And unitize. I picked up Mari today, so I got that all installed. Oh god. I think it's still going to be like another month or so of modeling before we get to texturing though. Still going to be a while to finish everything to the level I want. Oh, sorry, I missed the messages. Can you use kit bashing in this model or build the entire thing from scratch? Oh, I kit bashed the fuck out of this thing. I don't have the cockpit open at the moment, but a lot of the cockpit was kit bash. Technically, a lot of this is kit bash. I built it from... I took all these details from a jet engine I built before and just repurposed them. How do you go about splitting really large UV islands? Just try and be as the least amount of intrusive as you can. There's no magic sauce to it. But yeah, we're gonna do some Mari stuff in a bit. When I don't know, when I eventually learn the program. Oh, wrong way. I'll see how much I stream. God, that's terrible. We'll see how much I stream of it. My main concern is being backseated. If I get backseated with modeling, imagine how much I'll get backseated with texturing. so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Did I get the extension pack? I got no idea. I haven't looked into it. Can you explain creasing workflow, and where I use it? Everywhere. That's the answer. I use creasing for everything. You just do low poly shapes. Use creasing to hold the forms to get the forms you want, and then you subdivide up. Am I streaming somewhere else? Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch. Twitch is my main streaming, well, was my main streaming thing, but then Twitch got rid of the contracts because I'm partnered on Twitch, so we can now multi-stream. And oh shit, Twitch doesn't like store the VODs well, so this way we can now, you know, have our cake and eat it too, because I can stream on Twitch and YouTube, which is very cool. Please, Mark. Forward. People really come in and backseat your modeling? Oh yeah, of course. Nothing, not that crazy. I mean, especially like Blender and stuff like that. Like I'll miss one minor thing, and then people will be like, "Why did you do that?" I'm like, "I'm just human, I guess." I didn't mean to do that. There's nothing crazy there. I don't care. I think it's much worse than like Blender. Modify unitize. I like unitize. It is a cool trick. Backseating the pilot of your flight. I mean, you know, I'm not perfect, right? Of course, I do things wrong from time to time, or get distracted and miss something. It's not perfect at all. But yeah, it can be funny sometimes. Is what it is. Do I have a rubber seal? I don't have a rubber seal. How could I? Okay. I think it's always good to have a rubber seal on the glass. It's just a nice extra detail. Oh God, please. What is the approach for dealing with paneling on cylindrical shapes? Just have enough topology. Just have enough topology to make sure you can compensate for the pinching. Oh God, what's all this stuff? Do I even have rubber still here? Rubber black, there we go. Oh God, that's not subtle at all. Did I texture in Substance before Mari? No, I just didn't texture. Like I never really had to texture, so I just didn't. Like most people at work don't do both. That's why I think it's also kind of crazy that there's an expectation that students will do both. But I mean, students are getting better, programs are getting better. I think a student has no choice but to do both at this point. Oh shit, that was a bit better. God, it's so sensitive, what the hell? I assume this will be like a chrome or something. Do I have chrome? Or steel or something? Stainless steel will do for now. Lots of great courses out there for texturing. Yeah, I'll probably just do Michael Wild's thing, just get like a basic understanding of it, and then I'll probably get my friend Mohammed Mari to like go through the basics for me or something. I guess that is like one of the benefits of being, in the industry, is having colleagues that will be able to just run me through the basics. A 7-hour thing for doing game asset? That wouldn't really help me at all then, honestly. Oh God. I find when I cut large objects, sometimes the UV islands distort slightly on the border. You're talking about like after the subdivision, or like when? You might just need to have more supporting edge loops or something. Hey, when I work on the Cyberpunk sequel, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. I have no desire to move to the US. Not anytime soon, at least. Due to their great leader. Well, future leader. TikTok getting banned in the US? They say that every year. I don't use TikTok, but it doesn't really affect me that much. Come to CA when they burn down once a year. Well, I mean, I'll probably be there in like, probably be there in a few weeks, if it's still around for the VFS thing. VES, I mean. Cyberpunk isn't a US only studio. I mean, but it is being done in the Boston studio. The Polish studio is doing the Witcher game. The Cyberpunk's being done in Boston, I think. I'm not sure if I would have moved to Poland either. I guess kind of happy in Canada for the moment. How's life? Life is good. We got the VES nomination today, so that's very cool. TikTok should be banned everywhere. Yeah, TikTok destroying people's brains, unfortunately. It's wild, like kids can't even like look at one thing without having a second video playing, which is insane. Canada getting a new prime minister, I heard? Sure. I mean, the last one I don't think did anyone any favors aside from himself, but I don't really look too much at politics. I can't really be bothered. What's up? Not much. Just hanging out, doing some UVs, wrapping up the landing gear. Hi, you work in industry. Indeed I do. How do you guys using AI for 3D? We're not. When your mentorship starts, and can you explain all the stuff you model just... Wait, what? When your mentorship start, and can you explain all this stuff you model just like this plane? When does my mentorship start? Starts whenever people want to start a mentorship, I guess. And I mean, can I explain? I guess I just explained the process of my modeling, I guess. I don't know. Hey, you checked on Discord. Congrats. Wish your role to have some online presence like you. You don't need to. There's no need to have an online presence, right? You got sponsored to Canada? No, I have permanent residency. TikTok won't be on your phone ever. That's fair. But yeah, I guess technically I originally did, but I've been in Vancouver for like 10 years now, so I got a permanent residency, and I'll probably go for citizenship. Hello, hello. Crazy thing is how they target children. Yeah, I know, the next generations of children are concerning for sure. If I see a video with a second video underneath it, I just turn it off. I don't want to expose myself to this sort of content. Like, I'll ignore the main point of the video to get rid of the second point. You're opening both streams for both chats, but the audio is cooked? I mean, I'm reading everything from both chats anyway, so it's not like you're not really missing out on anything. Would be nice when I was a legend. You found out about him from you? And that's the thing, you probably only hear about him because of me. So, yeah, he is an amazing modeler, one of the best for sure. But yeah, he just doesn't have an online presence. Which is totally fine. I mean, the dude has other things in life to worry about than online presence. You're a huge inspiration. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. No one wants to watch anything for longer than 10 seconds? Yeah, it is what it is. Very clean model. Thank you. How have I organized this? Linear front. Main, housing. Oh, this is all done. That's cool. What is this? Tires. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I'd done this already. Is that landing gear? It is landing gear. But yeah, I wish people could see the breakdown. Unfortunately, it's not going to be public, I don't think. I had to do the voiceover for it. That was hard. God, like that. It took so many attempts just to read 1.5 minutes of text. It's really hard to do voiceovers. Yeah, we have to explain the process, right? For the nominations. What are we doing? I mean, I'm thinking I might just roll back to my old UV scale. Could just be personal preference. What be personal preference? Actually, you don't use Maya Modeling Expert Workspace. Curious why? Why do I have to? It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Let's see. Is this the old one? I think this is the old one. No, this is the new one, isn't it? That is the new one. What's the old one look like? Is it event gonna be streamed online? Probably not. Well, I don't know. I got no idea about the VS official stuff. That's also a new one. Originally, I was going to go to Painter, so I was trying to reduce the UV count. But now I changed my mind, and we're going to go to Mari instead, so I can go back to my crazy UDIM count. Any exercise you suggest for intermediate level modeler? Just keep modeling. I don't think there's no magic trick I'm going to give you that makes you a better modeler. You just keep modeling. Where is everything? Oh, it's all hidden. Oh, Kibash. We need this. Let's see. Yeah, I might just go back to this UV resolution. There was a guy on 3ds Max Discord server impersonating Rafa Grassetti asking for a job. What a fucking loser. Like, some people have no fucking shame. I would be so ashamed of myself feeling the need to like impersonate someone that's worked so hard for their career. Wild. Let's see. I have absolutely zero respect for people like that. So yeah, that also extends to professional life is, oh shit, I didn't paste it, did I? That extends to, professional work, right? Don't try and take credit for things you've barely touched. I don't think it's cool at all. Can I please copy this? Am I in blue sky? I'm not. I, for the life of me, do not understand why people do shit like that. The VFX and 3D community in general is so small, like you will get caught 1,000%. Oh, yeah, for sure. We, John and me talked about it very briefly on the other stream we did, where, you know, like, if someone puts something on their demo reel, usually people kind of have a pretty good idea, especially if it's hero, like who did that. So if you try and fake that stuff, it can be pretty bad for you, because people usually have a pretty good idea of who's done what. So always be honest with your portfolio. Yeah, well, how's it going? But yeah, there's been times where, you know, someone has put something on their demo reel that I worked on, and the supervisor asked me, like, what did they do on this? I'm like, I didn't even know they worked on the movie, let alone the asset I worked on. So yeah, always be honest about what you've done. I don't know, for me personally, I wouldn't put anything on my reel that I didn't have, like, I don't know, at least 30 to 50% claim on. How much time do I spend on the model? It's been like a year, but not like a year of full-time work, right? Like I'll put the model down for like a few months and not touch it. It's been a while, but like, yeah. Okay, let's take this stuff out. This year's let you work on the asset at home? Why the hell do I want to do that? Why I wouldn't advocate for that at all. Firstly, you can't take the work out of the studio, right? Secondly, I wouldn't want to work for free. I'm doing, you know, my personal time. The studio for sure wouldn't want you doing that, because they can get in trouble for that. How many items is too much for VFX purpose? I don't know, out of curiosity, in the chat, what does everyone think too many items would be for VFX? For like a hero asset, a hero vehicle? I'm just curious what people's expectations of VFX are like. 200 to 300? What's a utum? This is a utum. So this plane at the moment, this plane is like 180 utums at the moment. Oh, actually it's way higher. But they're separate assets, so it's okay. Utum, yeah, one of these tiles is a utum. You heard there's models over 1,000? Yeah, I've worked on models over 1,000. Didn't Pacific Rim have 1K? Yeah, Pacific Rim had 1K. I have worked on assets over 1,000 utums. That is why being organized is very important. Sure. Let's see. Why not texture sets? Why utums? Why? But if you have like 200 UDIMs, are you suggesting you need 200 texture sets? Because that's going to be fucking crazy. Because you usually have texture sets for other things. Like if you have, you know, I mean, like you usually have like UV sets for like groom and stuff like that. Or you might have like a UV set for, like sometimes if the asset is massive, they might have like another scale UV set for procedural paneling that they use for that instead of the other one, to avoid seams and shit like that. But you know, they're texture wizards. I don't know the full answer myself. Is this model for your personal portfolio? Yeah, it's just for personal. There's no way I could do this. There's no way I could stream studio work for sure. I would end my career instantly. Are you working in VFX though? Because I just don't know why you would use texture sets. Andrew, do you feel boredom sometimes when you're modeling? Nah, I love my job. Why would I feel bored? I'm smashing polygons together and moving vertex around. It is pretty chill. You're in games? Yeah. Gaming and VFX have completely different workflows for sure. Have you seen a model ship here or not that someone shipped where someone just done auto unwrap in Maya? I've seen far, far worse than just auto unwrap in Maya. I've seen hero vehicles from some of the biggest movies on biggest IPs that I can't even comprehend how they did their UVs. They're that bad. Auto UV would have given them a better result, but it worked. So someone went through that. Yeah, you'd be surprised what you can get away with at work somehow. This is all looking pretty good. Oh. What vehicle? I'm not gonna say. You should see the topology you can get away with in mobile games. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. You can get away with a lot of crazy shit. I mean, I'm not saying people should be lazy, but yeah, people can get away with some crazy stuff. Support main. Wait, what is this? Oh. Got the nomination? Thank you, I appreciate it. The shots are some of your favorite? Thank you. It was a cool sequence for sure. Did I finish the Warhammer project? No. I probably will at some point. I think the main thing was I spent all this time making this plane. I was like, why would I not finish this? You know, and then I went to the Smithsonian and I was like, these planes are cool. I want to finish my plane. And then here we are. What shot? The, can I shout out my stream when I do the speech? If we win. No, I got no idea who will talk. Because there's 4 of us that were nominated, right? How much percent of this plane is modeled? How much is kit bash? I mean, probably like 80% is modeled. There's still like a 20% kit bash maybe. Snail gang? Hell no. But yeah, I need to book everything still. Savage text density? I have no idea. I just make them big enough that they don't pixelate when I put the camera close to it, and that's it. That's how I calculate my textile density. What's this landing gear, bro? Yeah, people keep asking me textile density. I don't know. I don't think about it that accurately, I guess. As long as it, what was this? Oh, interesting. As long as it holds up, that's all I care about. There it is. Yeah, I do a first pass, give it to the texture artist, get the texture artist to have a look. If the texture artist is happy, I'm happy, and then we move on. That's pretty much it. If it looks good, it works. I mean, yeah, it's not... No one's going to watch the movie and be like, oh my god, they used a slightly less optimal textile density. Like, no one's going to care. Sell through Snail if we win the VS. I don't know about that. But yeah, I hope we win. We'll see. That would definitely be the most important accolade for me, I guess, if we do win. Why did I not put the seam over here? What is wrong with me? Huh. Where is this? Oh, it's there. You've worked on 77 texture sets? What the fuck? I mean, maybe we're not talking about the same thing. I've only ever had 2 UV sets ever on an asset. I know I have like a million texture sets. But who knows? You're in games, your workflows are different to mine. So I'm not going to talk as if I know anything about games. Ever thought about putting a keystroke? Nah, that would be pointless. My hotkey is a custom anyway, so you wouldn't learn anything. What is this? Oh, that's it. Microsoft Flight Simulator? Is that what you worked on? What sort of materials do you use for the final render? It depends. I would just use Arnold standard if I do it in Maya, but I'm tempted to think maybe I should do look dev and stuff in Houdini. Oh, you make third-party planes for the sim? That's very cool. Nice. That's wild. I mean, yeah, I don't know anything about game dev, so you obviously know more than me. Do you group your tiles and areas by... What? Do you group your tiles by area of the model? Nah, it's usually by UV. I mean, by material. Karma? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I might just stick with Maya and Arnold. Congrats on the 4 VS nominate. No, congrats on the VS nominations. I was wondering how the 4 nominees per show are selected. I'm not part of the selection process, so I don't know. Is it like one of every department in modeling? Wait, do you mean like, oh, 4 nominees per asset? The VFX supervisor chooses. I thought you meant like the actual how they pick who gets nominated asset-wise, but no, usually the VFX supervisor per show chooses what asset they want to put forward for VES. Well, not just asset, of course, anything, you know, best lighting, best effects, all that sort of stuff, right? I mean, the VFX supervisors are the only ones that have like overview of everyone, right? If you end up doing look to and Houdini, I advised against doing it on stream. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You three. I thought I will continue to modeling my Honda engine on holidays, but only thing I was doing was drinking non-stop. Sounds productive. Can't wait to finish it. I'd like to show you the whole model. Yesterday you mentioned for more... Wait, what? Asking because I know yesterday you mentioned for more so art direction you'd use what? Oh, that's another question. Andrew, would you recommend Maya for animating scenes like a train moving alongside a mountain? I mean, I hear most people use Maya for animation, right? No, we didn't finish the Warhammer project. I just answered that part. You can't imagine any other software being better for animating than Maya? Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, I wouldn't animate anything else. Okay. Blender does have better modeling. I do agree with that. So this is all same material. So yeah, even though these are different groups, they're all the same material. So we're gonna put them all together. So everything that's this material should be in the same utim. So this as well can slide in as well. Put that over there for now. I guess I meant more so using Maya for all aspects of creating a scene. I mean, if you want to work in VFX, I would use Maya. If you're just doing it for fun, you can get away with just Blender. It just depends on the goal of whatever you're trying to do. Oh my god, so much stuff. Get the tires out of the way. I mean, if you're looking to move a train, I don't think it matters what you use. If you're trying to move a train to get a job, then it definitely matters. But yeah, if you're just doing it for fun, it doesn't matter. It depends what you're after. V-Ray Max? Yeah, I've never used V-Ray. I know a lot of the students at Think Tank use V-Ray. Did you, I don't know if Garrison's still here. Did you use V-Ray for the plane? I assume you did, right? Excuse me for asking, why do you see some models being low poly and others high poly? For example, the bolt there. Is it because it's small to see? What? It's just based on the amount of topology needed to hold the form I need. That's pretty much it. It's not that drastically different, I don't think. Yeah, it seems pretty pretty normal to me, I guess. This one might be a little too dense, but it's fine. Octane is great. Yeah, I used to use Octane when I was in concept. I used Octane. How can I get a job in the industry? That's a great question. Many people have that question as well. I don't really know. I don't think I can give you an answer which is just going to give you a job. If I told you how I got into the industry, it'd probably surprise you. Get good, then get lucky. Yeah, pretty much. I know this might be a weird question, but how do you handle assets requirements interchange between departments? Do you use Alembic for deliveries? Are assets usually one whole GeoPiece? Definitely not one whole GeoPiece. I mean, it used to be Alembic, but I think studios are moving to a USD now. But yeah, usually studios have a pipeline running through their main software of choice. So usually Maya. Usually you publish your asset in there. On the back end, I'm pretty sure it's just sending an Alembic into the pipeline. Surprise us? I think everyone already knows how I got into the industry. Sorry, 2 secs. It's a good story, to be honest. Maybe one day I'll do like a video of just my full story. So we can just put that out there. Because I see students like not get a job in 2 months and they complain, and it's just like, oh god, you have no idea what a lot of us had to do to get into the industry. Do you like building model kits like Jay? Oh, you mean like real model kits? No, I haven't done anything. I know Jay likes doing a lot of stuff out of the computer, which is cool. Sherald also same thing. Sherald is building like a life-size Slimer from Ghostbusters, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, I wonder, I'm sure you won't mind if I show you a picture of it. Let me see if I can find the message you sent me. Crazy. Sick. Yeah, this is what Gerald 3D printed. Well, he modeled and 3D printed and painted because his kids like Slimer, so he just made one. Yeah, this thing's life size. It's fucking huge. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Your uni had a colored resin printer? Could print colors? That's pretty cool. Is limited triangles allowed in VFX? Yeah, I don't, like in saying that, I don't think people should be lazy. They should obviously try and do quads. But if there's a triangle here and there, it's not going to break the mesh, right? The only thing we can't have is n-gon. You can have everything else though, right? But yeah, as long as it's nothing too insane. Holy shit. Oh god, there's so much stuff. It's gonna take a while to do. It's all triangles in the end anyway? In VFX, is it? Obviously in games it is. I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't know about the technical aspect of subdivision. Yeah, but yeah, updating a triangulated mesh is a fucking pain in the ass. So I wouldn't encourage it. Am I a VS member? I am not. Like, did you subscribe to VS Group, the other exclusive comments? No, I'm not in VS myself. I probably could get in pretty easily. You just need to pay the membership and be sponsored by someone. And I have had people willing to sponsor me. I just never have done it yet. But I could get into VS if I wanted to. I just don't know if I want to. Maybe something to think about. I'm not the biggest networking sort of person anyway, so I don't know if I'd really benefit too much from this sort of stuff. Are there perks? Yeah, there's perks being like you get like movie screeners and shit like that for, you know, voting and stuff like that, but you get to go to these sort of events where, you know, they have the VES awards where you get to go and be part of the voting and all that sort of stuff, but yeah. I mean, I don't know the full list of benefits. I'm sure there are other benefits. Do you often go with procedural approaches when it comes to shading look dev? Yeah, they usually try and keep it as procedural as possible because it means it's most non-destructive. VS hosts some networking events in Vancouver every month as well. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I care about that stuff, honestly. I just want to chill at home. I'd rather go tricking or something. I mean, networking is a big part of the industry, and it might be why I'm not more elevated or whatever, but I'd rather just do the work, I guess. Do I have interest in becoming a lead? It's hard for me to become a lead because I'm not experienced in characters and creatures. I'm very niche, so it's harder for me to justify being a lead, even if hypothetically I might be a better modeler hard surface wise. If the other person, if other, you know, people know more about the other discipline, you know, the creature character side, my modeling skills become a bit irrelevant essentially. So yeah, I need to diversify if I want to become a lead. Or the only alternative is, say for example, on Dune they had 2 model leads, one for hard surface, one for organic, and that's who Eric was in the nomination. That's like the rare exception I can be a lead, because I could just focus hard surface. But that's not often. That's very rare. Are there multiple leads? If the show is big enough, for sure. Where the fuck did my piece go? That's annoying. That's very sure. Oh. Huh. Annoying. Yeah, there can be multiple leads. Like Dune. On Dune, we had John was the creature character lead and Eric was the hard surface lead. Any courses just for modeling? Yeah, Jay Machado's tutorials are probably good. But no, it depends. If the right show was there, I would say yes. If they asked if I want to be lead on Dune 3 or something, sure. It would have to be a show I really want to be lead on. Like I would like to attach my name to. I don't know, like fucking Robotech or something. I'd be like, fuck yes, that's a film I could be a lead on because we intense hard surface work. But most shows are not like that. How many people worked on the modeling department for Dune? I don't know. I can tell you the Vancouver number, but a lot of people in India. So I have no idea. What did I do here? Oops. When I went to train in an animation studio, I met the 3D animator lead, and he told me that he was depressed at first because he didn't get a job. But after more than 3 months, he got a job that he had applied for more than 6 months before. In my opinion, it is too long a time. Oh boy, you're in for a rude fucking awakening when you try and go into the real world. You're going to be hit with a blunt reality if you think that's too long. If something is done at render time, then I'm pretty sure it's triangulated. It's called tessellation. Yeah, maybe. I am definitely not the most technical person. I don't know what's happening at render time. I just need to make sure my model looks pretty for the other departments. I connect with people who work in the industry so I can get a job. Some people told me it would work, and I'm working hard on my portfolio at this moment. I can't tell if it's like a language barrier thing, but you sound quite entitled, if I'm going to be completely honest. What was the most challenging model you ever worked on? I don't know. I haven't really worked on any challenging models, honestly. At the end of the day, it all kind of like blurs into each other. It's so funny because like John was literally just on the stream saying how it took him 3 years to get a job. So that's why I think it's kind of funny you mentioned that it's too long, 6 months. Automatic UVs are coming in clutch. Oh, I spoke too soon. What is this? Oh. To that question, what would make a model challenging? Usually if something has to like transform or articulate, but then transformers was cheated, so it was actually like the least effort. If something has to function correctly, like say for example you have Chappie, I would say Chappie would be like if we're going to talk about complex modeling, I would say something like Chappie where it has to physically function from close up. Job market is bad right now in general. I don't know how people are missing that, unless they're just now trying to apply. Yeah, I think now is is a bad time, just because of the strikes and stuff like that. Like that, it's just the reality, right? It's just how it is. 2025, it does look like work is starting to come back. So obviously that is good. We're all happy about that part. Holy shit, this is high res for no reason. All right, why is this like this? Steal this. But yeah, I think as long as you work hard and you don't give up, keep putting your stuff out there, and eventually the time will come. When that is, you will have no idea. There's no, like, life isn't fair. There's no, if I put in X effort, then suddenly this result will occur, right? Like, who knows? Like, I had no idea when I was going to get my job in the industry. It just came through a lot of hard work, but you know what I mean? To use preserve edges and corners when doing UVs or some pieces. Are you in the subdivision phase? It was lucky that I knew someone at the place who needed a contract at the exact time I needed to pick up work in. Yeah, like a lot of this is just timing, connections, who happens to be at the right place at the right time, and like at the end of the day, like that's the main thing, right? It's so like terrifying knowing the fact that if I didn't know this one specific person, my entire life would have been different. It's just how it is, right? Letting go. Let's go retrieve my piece I lost by accident. Oh yeah. So I think the subdivision rules are essentially, you mean for like to texture, right? So what my friends, oh shit, it's not here either. What the fuck? What my friends have said is it depends on the render engine, because you're essentially trying to replicate how it's subdivided at render time. So it's just depending on the render engine, it will depend on what settings you use. There you are. Yo, I need to refill my water. I'll be back in a sec. Yo, but Doja, thanks for the prime. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much. Was lucky that I knew someone at Place Unit. Oh no, sorry about that part. My whole 3D career is because a former Pixar alumni happened to be a guest teacher the year I took a Maya class on a whim. That's it. Like that's how it is. Like my entry to the industry is I happened to have, when I learned graphic design, I had a teacher whose nephew happened to work as an effects artist at DNEG in London. Like that's it. When you're modeling something from real life, how do you find good reference for it? If it's from real life, it's the easiest to find reference for. Just go and find it. Like, oh, that's not AI. I would physically go to a museum and just take pictures yourself. I would just pick something you can find, right? Like when I went to the Smithsonian, there was just so much cool shit. Like you can go and take hundreds of photos of every tiny little detail yourself, and it's just all there. Any tips how to approach bike engine where multiple cylinders are added, because I was struggling in this part? I would keep it low poly, just put a lot of basic forms into each other and use the creasing workflow. And you got references. Yeah, references is key as well. Is Gerald happy to have been nominated for VES? I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't be. Like, but for me, it's like for the thing is with Gerald, like I feel he's worked on much cooler assets which haven't been nominated for VES. But it's not like he's not happy for sure. I think he's more happy about that we all get to go and hang out together. I think that's a big part of it as well. Like we all just get to go and chill in LA. Yeah, I can't imagine why he would not be happy. Any games looking forward to? No, I don't think so. I've been playing through Persona 5. That's cool. But there's nothing in particular that I'm looking forward to. I just don't. I don't know what's out there. What's something new and upcoming that I can look forward to? I mean, I got so much shit to do at this point anyway. I don't know if I'd ever have time. But in case I ever did, what is coming out that I should be aware of? Have I played Elden Ring? Yeah, I'm going through Elden Ring co-op with a friend at the moment. I know the Souls games, not really my thing, but I'm trying to warm up to them. Cyberpunk's my favorite game for sure. I've played through that game. I have like almost 400 hours locked on Cyberpunk because I played through it like 4 times. Ghost of Tsushima, I love Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the new Ghost of Yotai is coming out. All right, that's definitely one I'm definitely playing for sure. Would I ever do a cooking mentorship? Hell no. I am not good enough to teach cooking for sure. Elden Ring is your favorite? It's all right. Can we put movie level models in before like Chappie and the creator stuff? You can, but you better be bloody good at it. I'll actually link you a video. I have a YouTube video on this very topic of picking a portfolio piece, and it talks over the pros and cons of doing what you just suggested. Where is it? This one here. I don't even know if I'm going to see these. Whatever. Congrats. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. 100 got the W. I'm not sure about that. I remember this is always going to be my prime example when it comes to these sort of reward things. Is I remember the year that we had the Hulkbuster, we had Chappie, we had, I think, the Millennium Falcon, and they all lost to BB-8, a fucking sphere. A sphere and a half, I mean. My apologies. So, I don't know. Fingers crossed, of course, but you never know with these sorts of things. Yeah, BB-8 I could have made in a day. Like, it's not that crazy. Yeah, I'd feel robbed as hell if I made Chappie. Like, Chappie's torso has more effort than BB-8 does. It's just a sphere with some panels on it. Have you played The Witcher 3? Probably I haven't. I don't know if I really want to dive that deep into a game. I'm already stuck in Persona 5. I don't know if I'd really want to dive into another massive game like that. Yeah, here we go. Outstanding model in a photoreal animated project. BB-8. Sick. Landis is a badass though. This guy is sick. He's a modeler. But yeah. BB-8. All right, let's go. Let's look up this again. I could have got it wrong, who their competition was. I can't find the... Oh, here we go. No. It's just bringing me up the new VES nominations. It's not... Oh. There we go. Oh, no, I guess, okay. It's actually kind of worse, I realized. Okay, so looking at the outstanding models, it was the Hulkbuster, so we did get that right. Okay, so I remember the Star Destroyer obviously is in the same year because it's BB-8. Millennium Falcon was in the same year because it's obviously BB-8. Like, it's all the same thing. Those got knocked out early. Chappie also got knocked out. So Chappie wasn't even nominated that year. So BB-8 beat the Hulkbuster, the Indominus Rex, which is fair enough, you know, from Jurassic World. Fucking Mount Everest. So Mount Everest was a better asset than Then Chappie, Star Destroyer. Yeah, it's interesting. And they all lost to BB-8. Interesting year for VFX, for sure. I mean, technically, BB-8. I mean, it could have started as a cube and gone through a few subdivision levels until BB-8 did become a sphere. I started Witcher during COVID. It took you around 2 weeks, 120 hours. That's still a lot of hours. Like, yeah, Chappie didn't even get nominated, which is wild. Apparently. If I play Witcher 3 stream it, no, I don't think people would be interested in playing me and watching me play video games, right? It's not really my audience, I guess. What are we doing? Back to UVs. Okay, that's all good there. Yeah, Chappie is great. I would say I heard the Hulkbuster is amazing. I heard the Hulkbuster is like one of the best models ever made. That wouldn't surprise me. Hulkbuster looks pretty sick. Okay, I'll put these in a different Udemy. Oh shit. Should UV before subdivision? Yeah, for sure. You're only subdividing at render time, or before you go into texture. Making a sphere in panels with pinching is pretty impressive. No, it's not. You just need to have a higher subdivision sphere. That's it. That's all you need to do to avoid pinching. Is just higher subdivision. Do you think they chose BB-8 because they want to downplay how advanced CG can be? No, I think it's just Star Wars is popular. BB-8 is a cute character. That's it. Do you bake high to low? No, we don't do baking high to low in movies unless it's displacement. Oh, fair enough. Who knows? I can't read people's tone on Twitch. Popularity over quality. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. GTA. Oh yeah, GTA 6. Shit. Yeah, I'm playing GTA 6 for sure. I think everyone on the planet is. If it doesn't get delayed, for sure. We're definitely going to be playing that. I can't wait to finish this. As soon as this one's done, this one essentially gets done for free. I'm just going to steal everything from the first one. Just slap it over here. I'm using Blender right now, and I remember you saying that the collection system isn't quite grouping like in Maya. Can you explain that more? Oh, God. I'm so tired of that conversation. I'll make it super simple. We have two objects. I can just put them into a group and then move the group around. That's the main difference. Well, you just matching UV attributes. Sorry, what do you mean matching UV attributes? Yeah, I've had the collection discussion so many times. It is what it is. Blender can do their thing. There's small connecting cylinders. No, I was just combining them. You're talking about these things, right? I'm just combining them because they're all the same object. And then just laying out the UVs. Oh no, here we go again. So, yeah, Baitoza, you have a YouTube channel, right? Like for Blender stuff, yeah? You hit 100K? Holy shit. Fucking hell. I'm sitting at my impressive 8.5K. Nah, that's crazy. Congrats. 100K is wild. How often do you do videos? It's mostly from shorts, so still broke. Really? It's funny because, like, yeah, YouTube. Like, yeah, I mean, YouTube covers some of my coffee for the month, so I can't complain. Because I'd just be doing this anyway, so it doesn't bother me. But yeah, it's just funny. Is YouTube doesn't really generate that much money unless you're like doing something crazy, like being moist critical or something. then you might earn $84,000 from one stream. Aside from that, most people are not making that much. One short a day and trying to for long. Wait, what? One long upload a week, but your contract half time and developing add-ons still. Yeah, it sounds pretty busy. I assume, like, if you wanted to take this sort of thing seriously, you would have to. If I wanted to take this seriously, I'd have to be Blender focused, because I guess that's where the real market is. Like, most people don't want to listen to a jaded senior, you know, complaining in Maya. Cover VFX drama? There's not really that much drama, really. Andrew, how do you make sure that you stand out as an artist? How do you make sure you stand out as an artist? I don't know if I should give you what answer I should give you. I can give you the smart ass answer. Just go to the pub and make sure you talk to the right people. But that's probably not the answer you're looking for. It's really hard to stand out, honestly. I think the only thing you can really do is just be consistent with good quality work, and eventually people will start to notice you, I guess. You know, make connections. And that's always a good thing. How has winter been for me so far? It's pretty chill. I think you're well positioned. My best long form vids were about negotiating salary and making a resume that doesn't suck. Interesting. People want industry inside baseball. I don't get what that saying means, but that's fair. My problem is I can't be too honest about things. Oh shit. I think I'm already pretty honest about stuff, actually. In most Blender content on YouTube, you hit a ceiling where most stuff out there is so beginner, intermediate levels that you need to look for obscure videos in Maya or other softwares going over complex topics. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe it's an American thing. Okay, that's fair. The best Blender modeling tutorials of Maya? Fair, why not? I mean, at the end of the day, like, my theory about modeling and all that sort of stuff extends into Blender anyway. It's all principles of modeling and organization. It's not software based, so it makes sense. In fairness, you take up the hard surface VFX niche. That niche is so small. It's so funny. Like, I love looking at my audience on YouTube and seeing like the, obviously seeing locations interesting, but looking at like the male to female ratio for hard surface on YouTube for me is so funny. %, close, not there though. %100 male. 101% male. That's pretty close, yeah. Yeah, it's 100% male. It is what it is. Yeah, 101% male sounds about right. Honestly, my tutorials focus more on professional workflows, which makes really good Blender tutorials for those wanting to go into VFX. That's true. I mean, a lot of the stuff I talk about is more mindset based and organization, not dictated specifically to Maya itself. Weirdly, modeling tips shorts for me have been like 80-20. They're all on the shorts. I think it's also just Blender, I think. I think Blender itself is like for sure the key. What I do is like super niche. Because yeah, if I think about how many like crazy hard surface modelers there are, it's just all guys that I know of personally. I mean, I'm sure there are obviously amazing hard surface modeling women out there as well, but just from my personal experience, the amount of guys it's just all guys. BCCon? What? Wait, BCon? Is that like a Blender convention? Oh yeah, like for sure. Like I'll go to Think Tank, and I'll see like Think Tank will be like 40% women. It's just none of them want to do a hard surface. It's just this sort of niche is just not really. I think I think it just skews way more heavily to a male demographic. Blender's official annual convention. That's cool. Excuse me. Will the tire treads be modeled in or done with displacement? That'll be displacement. I mean, the tire treads themselves aren't that crazy. Let me see. Yeah, like looking at this tire tread here, it's not even really that much more than what I already have. Like, I just don't think these things actually have tire treads. Or maybe the tire treads just get so worn off. Yeah, it's not like a bike or something. It doesn't look like there even is tire tread. You flew 19 hours. Fucking Christ. Where was it? It was held in Amsterdam. Interesting. That's cool. That's a cool place to go visit. Honestly, my tutorials are... Oh yeah, I already read the part. But yeah, how do you make sure you stand out as an artist? There's no like... I don't know. I feel like a lot of questions like people ask, there's no like answer I can give you which will just guarantee it will happen, right? I could just say exactly what I did, and it. Oh shit! This is way too high res. I need to down res this a bit. There's no answer I can give that will just give you the result, right? There's so many factors that go into everything. It's not really hard surface related, but is there any benefit in having expertise in procedural texturing? Oh, 100%. Like a hard surface, especially a hard surface, is almost all procedural texturing. Like any asset you try and do procedurally. But yeah, I know like I think women are much more interested in things like character art and environment art for sure. No one likes the spaceships, unfortunately. In saying that, actually, 50% of my well, not 50, yeah, 50%, I guess, of my, no, 2 out of 5 of my current mentees are female. So they're saving the demographic. Deep male desire for big metal objects. Sure. Is hard surface heavily saturated compared to other niches? I would say no. I would say it's quite hard to find good hard surface modelers. Like I don't want to put myself on this. I mean, I might as well. But like, it's like there's very few Geralds. There's very few like Jays. Like that. Like I would argue that's much less common than like a good character artist or a good creature modeler. I would say that's much more saturated than a strong hard surface modeler, because I don't think people really respect a good hard surface modeler, I think. But yeah, I think just do whatever you want, right? Whatever you find fun, just do that. I wouldn't care about how saturated the market was. If suddenly there's 10 times the hard surface modelers, I'd still want to just be a hard surface modeler. This is what I enjoy. God, it's gonna take a while to finish that. What about character and hard surface combined? Mike Nash and yeah, I think Marco Plouffe is definitely the master of that niche. But then Marco wouldn't be tasked with building this aircraft. I would put him more on the character side, because he can do organic as well, right? When making this sort of stuff, do you make sure it has space animations? Indeed we do. Is this thing all grouped together? Let me just chuck this in quickly. Yeah, so the landing gear all like functions and stuff like that. And it goes. Yeah, I always have everything kind of animated just to check that things do what they're meant to do. You can't see it, but the cockpit has slots for these things to retract into as well. But yeah, I do this sort of stuff just so I can know like the range of motion of this sort of stuff while I build it. So for example, this thing, I can check how far the gun can actually move before like it hits its max range of motion. Wait, what are you talking about? Do you know? I don't know who Albert is. Off topic, but is the meme about Australia's having big spiders and terrifying wildlife true? Technically, yeah. Yeah, we have big spiders and snakes and shit like that, but you don't really think about it much. This plane is clean. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, we still need to add a lot more to it though. I think this area feels very bare at the moment. So I'll probably add a lot more detail on these sorts of things, and all of this feels a bit too simple. It's not bad, it just could be more. Gun looks so little. I mean, not really. Like, if you think about a person, this gun is bigger than a person is. Like, the height of a person sits in here, so it's essentially the height of a person. It's a pretty big gun, actually. Especially if this is the stand size of a conventional barrel. Drop airs are reals? Of course. Does Maya have an edge highlighting option like Blender's cavity toggle? I don't think it does. I do agree that that does look much nicer in Blender, having the edge cavity thing. I think that is very cool. Wait, what? You met Stefan. Who is that? I don't think so. People who haven't looked at 5000 reference are always shocked to find out how massive real fighter jets are. Oh yeah. Did you model the bullet for weapon artists like scale? No, did you model the bullet like weapon artists for scale? Not really. I don't think there's a need to. We don't need to go that far. I don't think I have any people left. Where is my person actually? Oh, fuck. Yo, what is your stream schedule? I am new to your streams and would love to tune more. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. What is my stream schedule? So what I've been trying to do is the main stream is on Sundays at lunchtime for me. So lunchtime, 12 Pacific Standard Time. But I'm also streaming Tuesday and Thursdays, like 8 or 9 p.m. to 11. So now I'm going to wrap the stream up soon. On Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's my new schedule. Where's the little pilot? Yeah, we put a pilot. Oh shit. Put the pilot next to the gun. It's not that small. And there's a bigger gun under here as well. And lots of missiles and stuff. Yeah, this gun's a bit bigger. But yeah, this was this what the land gear looked like before. It's looking pretty cool now. Do you not use the Get Brush biped model for scale? I don't need to. I already have a cool looking pilot. Might as well just use the cool pilot for scale. I have one that's already seated. It's just no need to change anything. This time works best for you? Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll do this. So I think most of the viewers are on the Sunday, but at the lunchtime. But, you know, it's good. We can do both time zones. Can you show the reference file and break it into wait, what? Can you do... Can you show the reference file and break it into multiple files? What do you mean? So do you mean like references in photo reference, or do you mean like references in like referencing Maya files? Oh, you're asking for reference to the plane. Yeah, sure, I'll show it. And then I'll probably wrap up the stream. I'm getting pretty hungry. Oh God. This is the reference file. So this is the toy. So a lot of details I added a custom on top of this, but I followed the main base panel lines and stuff like that. So I'm going to do all these decals as well, which is going to be super cool. But this is the toy. As you can see, their cockpit is very simple. So my cockpit is much more made up and advanced or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, landing gear. Obviously theirs is quite simple, where mine will be, so it's the same shape, but mine will have like much more crazy shit on it. So I'm essentially taking this basic design and pushing it to the next level. Texture's gonna look insane. Yeah, texture should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, so I just have like, I made up the cockpit completely different as well. Theirs is the ones where you can see through the floor, which I think is kind of boring. And then I have real plain reference over here. This is what I use for reference for like, all the details and stuff like that. This stuff is like a goldmine of interesting stuff. Like just so many random cool shapes. That's kind of cool. Maybe I'll steal that. Yeah, reference is so key for this sort of stuff, right? Which plane? It's the YF-19, which is from across. And then, yeah, here you go. You got the missiles and bombs I made. It literally is just, I just copied this, right? And then I've got my landing gear reference. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's what I've been using for reference. But yeah, yeah, I'll probably wrap up stream here. I'm getting pretty hungry. It's getting pretty late. It's like 11:15. Yeah, thanks for tuning, everyone. I greatly appreciate it. I'll yeah, stream again same time on Thursday. Yeah, thanks for tuning, everyone. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for the acknowledgement of my VES nomination. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully we can win it. Yeah, thanks for tuning. I'll catch you later. See ya. Bye.